Good morning. It's Sunday the 16th. I imagine I just completely darked myself out on that one. I'm staying in the Hilton Albany, which I can't say I overly recommend. Grumpy old man part here. I have a very minimum standard for hotels. I've stayed in some pretty awful places. Places that, honest to God, I thought I needed to look under the bed for dead people. But the one very bare bones minimum I have for a hotel is a TV that works, and that beautiful TV doesn't, well, it works, but the remote didn't, and I called to get the remote replaced. They said, yeah, no problem. 35 minutes later I call, because it's pretty late. 35 minutes later I call and I say, hey, what's going on with the remote? So, oh, well, we won't have anybody here until 11 p.m. to bring that up to you. And that was going to make my wait like over an hour for a remote. And I said, well, never mind. I've paid $250 for a room with no TV. Seems a little ridiculous, but don't bother. I'm just going to go to bed. 5-10 minutes later, now bear in mind I've stayed dressed because, some people might want to answer their door in their underwear or nothing at all for a remote, but I'm not that guy. I'm not that mean. So I've now gotten undressed to get ready for bed, and somebody knocks on the door. God bless him for bringing it, but he comes up, he hands me a remote, and I say, hold on, let me just check and make sure it works. He goes, yeah, of course. I get the remote. I hit the on button 4 times. No works. I just handed him back that remote, handed them the other remote that didn't work, and said, never mind. Good night. I'm going to bed. And just shut the door. I mean, it wasn't nasty to the guy, despite the fact that I was very tired. I'd done 75.25 miles yesterday. And found out that I don't know how much of that I did, but I did it with my rear brake partially engaged, so that's awesome. Found that out when I got to the hotel, and I was pushing like down the hallway, and I could hear a shh, 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 shh. It's like, son of a bitch. I fixed that this morning. I should have filmed it or videoed it, but I was in a bit of a panic because it was like, it's Sunday. The only place that says it does bike repairs is like 5.5 miles the wrong direction. It's one of those things where, like just yesterday, the guy I was riding with named Ryan, he went to get his bike, his tire repaired, and he climbed up a god-awful hill. I mean, well, hill. It was awful. I mean, the grade was like 10% or better, only to find out the shop was closed and by appointment only. So he had to fix his own stuff, and I just figured that's what Google's for. I looked it up, did it, it worked. So I'm rolling again. It's gonna be raining all day today, literally like until like 9 o'clock tonight. I'd hoped to have a hotel tonight, but it doesn't look like there's kind of anything on my way. If you've never seen Albany or Albany, I'm not real sure which one it's called. On TV they say Albany, but through very dingy glass, this is what it looks like. Well, at least this part of it. I went outside for just a second to see just kind of how hard it was raining, because it's kind of hard to tell when it says it's a third of an inch an hour. I mean, that means something to somebody, but it's not me. And I go out there, and I got hit up by a homeless guy. Help me get on a bus. Which, by the way, I like the new approach. Like, not just like I need money. It's like, help me get on a bus. Like, wow, okay. We talking local or we talking long distance? Because you could really cash in on that. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is day 7 of my trip. And yeah, it's the 16th. It's Sunday, the 16th of July. And I will see you somewhere down the trail, I hope. I think I'll be camping wet tonight, which is not the most awesome thing, but it'll be dry tomorrow. So there we go. Bye.